Hello everybody and welcome back to NerdThings. I've just come from streaming on my Reece channel. Welcome if you have come from there. Now, today we're going to be working on the Inferno engine. So, give me a couple minutes as usual to get my workspace open. And I've also put out a message to my staff. They are going to be able to join us today if they feel like it. So, yeah, that's going to be something that's going to be fun, I think. Right, let's go enter Inferno source code. Right. I think Karma and Sings are both away, so they won't join us. Alrock will not join us, because he's never online. Right. We're going to be working on physics again, because it's still not fixed. It's taken me a while to fix, and I'm still not done yet. I've not finished working on this yet. It's still picking up the wrong things. It's either picking up the wrong thing or picking up nothing at all. So that's what we need to fix. So let me bring on the screen now. Okay, so this is currently what we've got. This is the issue. This bit here. This is not picking up the right things. So that's what we need to work out. Why it's not working. And so right. Object is getting it by its position, its x position, and its x position plus the bounds of width, allowing it to cover basically its down, up and down position. So it's looking for everything on that up and down position, and then everything between these x coordinates. Who's just joined here? Hello, Karma. Right. Bye, Karma. So, bounds width is the end, because it starts at 0 and then ends at width, so you add that on. And so I don't see much issue. Why is this, like, I don't understand the logic of right, location checkers. I'll put in the coordinates this time of what I'm checking for. It doesn't even get to there. Why doesn't it even get to that logic? For every child of this, I'm a bit confused as to what I'm doing. Right, let's clean this up a lot. Right, let's make a new, keeping the instance right actually. So what I do is, first of all, I scan myself. No, I scan my children. So for each instance child n underscore children. Okay. Now, this will stop it from showing up in any scans if it is a secret. No, continue. Basically, secret instances cannot be discovered. They will permanently be hidden. So that's something we need to be doing with this. So next up, we check the child if it's in range. And then what we do is we go no. And then for every one of its children that get returned, we add them as well. And so when we call this, it'll lock the child, and then it'll process blah de blah de blah. If it's a secret, then it'll skip, and it'll skip over everything in its parent, right? And then this logic should no longer be required, because it does that now. Okay, so now we should be able to stand on the other side, hopefully. No, why not? Right. So for every child, if it's not a secret, then we continue. If it's y is the same. Actually, should I add a threshold for the y? So it's higher than or equal to, so it's higher than or equal to y minus 5 and plus 5, lower than plus 5. And then I'll make this threshold variable if this works. Right, and so if the child's y position is within 10 of my y position, then I can pick it up. Will that allow me to stand on it? No. Right, console right line position. It's not even writing out the line. Still, it's not writing out. That's because I'm an idiot. If it wasn't a secret, then it skips. Of course. Wait a minute. Okay. It kind of worked there. It worked. I'll say it worked. I mean, it did not work. But I want to add bounds.height then. Okay. So now I'm adding the y plus my height. Hang on, but how high is the actual? Hang on, I'm just not even gonna worry about that. Now we've got a collision like that. Hang on, I want to check this image though to see. Yes, there is a slight gap at the bottom there. Oh wait, I'm adding plus and minus y though, aren't I? So if I remove that, then it'll remove the gap. So now if I do that, then that should just land on perfectly on top of it. What? So the y coordinate requested is this guy's y plus his height. Oh, there's a gap on the top of it. Oh, right. Well, that works. That's now working fine. I just need to do the sideways coordinate, like sideways bounds. But first off, I'm gonna try something. Where's game 1? Right. So this WAN is the object that we're moving around. His mass will be 1, and he will be affected by gravity, allowing him to jump up and down. Now, an interesting mechanic would be, actually that would work, allowing him to collide with himself though. Would that break things a bit? Why did he just fall straight through there? Okay, so it appears if he falls too quickly, he'll fall straight through. And so what we want to do is a check based on his velocity. Okay, so what we're doing at the moment is we're checking, are there any descendants where I am at the moment, plus my bound's height. If I'm jumping so quickly, then it won't be in that area. And so what I want to do is potentially just lower the gravity, because if you do go too fast you just fall through things. So gravity, I'm not even going to have a mass and weight system either, because it's just pointless. Jump speed needs to be 64 just for the memes, right? And then if I go into the workspace, I shall just set gravity to 1. So gravity will be 1 meter a second whenever you're falling. So remove the mass variable initialization. Who's there? Sup, Scotty? Even though he can't hear me. Awesome, right. Right, now if I go back into game 1, I'm going to add another one of these. At 300. Uh-oh. Okay, so if you just screw up, then it just won't add the instance. That's not bad. Okay, so what he wants is a higher jump height just to test to see if he'll go through that or not. See if he hits his head or see if he goes right through. It appears he goes right through. Let's just make sure. Damn it. Yep, he's just going right the way through. Why did he miss that? Right. So we're getting further, which is good. So we'll look at what the project asks for in the runtime. Gravity physics are not done. Well, they are, but they're not. Well, gravity is done, collisions are not. Movement physics are pretty much being worked on right now. That's the same. This is not happening. These are not happening at the moment. Because the game I'm making is going to be based on square bounds, so that's not going to be a problem. Actually, no, I will need that for the game. Never mind. Right. Liquid support is the reason why, first of all. That's going to be a pain in the rear. All these UI elements are not going to be done for the main release. Add support for touch, and Xbox keyboards and gamepads, right? Make the runtime easily modified. Expand the runtime to be a separate class library. Okay, so the runtime is basically what all these core parts work on. No. The runtime is all the core parts. So basically, the runtime contains the core, and then everything else runs on top of it. No, I'm not moving the runtime to another thing. That's not happening. It just makes things messy. Should we concentrate on Lewis support, take a break from physics? Yeah, I'm good with that, right. So if I go into each of these and make sure that every one of these have a Lua constructor. Also, I think I'm just going to remove this pop-up. The game will just auto-handle them itself. So what's going to happen is it will just do this by itself. It will handle the errors by itself. Right. The error thrown event is just for you to catch things. So say a game wants to save data before you close, then it will do that. Uh-oh. Trial will expire soon. What do you mean trial? I already had this activated. Okay. At least it's gone away for a bit. Right, so has errored is true. Run is equal to true. Hang on, no, false. So has errored. I need to move that back. Oh god. It's basically running. You can only unpause if you haven't had an error. Has errored. If that is set, then it means we've got a panic and we're not allowed to continue resume until the panic is fixed. Now, I'm going to need to make a fix here. And not value. Basically, if it has errored, if it hasn't errored and it is not equal to false, then you do that. Else, so if has error, no, not has errored, so it no, if it is errored, no, that's just gonna confuse things, never mind. Okay. Now, why does game model not override draw to stop drawing? Oh, because if it stops drawing, then it's going to look really goofy, isn't it? And draw shouldn't have any specific. Actually, no. I'm going to do override draw as well, just in case somebody's doing something in the draw event of GUI. Oh god, that's laggy. Basically, that's because in the sprites, for instance, I'm updating the position based on the camera position. That is no longer a thing. That is a thing still, isn't it? Yeah. Basically, I've got the input service now, which does this for me. Get mouse will return a mouse state, which mouse state needs to be made LUA compatible actually. Right. Right. Let's see if print is even working. Yeah. Hi, Steve showed up. Cool. Let's clean up this code here. Is solid as defaulted, and so unless I'm changing it, I don't need to set it. Supports gravity is equal to true, and so unless I'm setting it to a different thing, I don't need it. Bounds are going to be configured by the user. So supports gravity false, this didn't reset, right? What I can do is just set the bounds. Ace, right, and then I can go get bounds. And then that. And then that. So that should be good. Right, so if I start that up, now the bounds are all configured for me. Right. X coordinate still needs to be within those bounds. Alright, so what's happening here? Go away. Right. Alrighty. What happens if I do that? That's changing the virtual resolution. Uh-huh. A bit squished because it's not in the same aspect ratio. Yeah, see, like that now. It's a bit bigger. Looks a bit better. There's plenty of room. You can see the coordinates in the bottom going right up. You see, even though he's not being drawn, he still exists in the game. See how far these coordinates will go before he crashes. But what I'll do is I'll set his move speed times 8k. Meow. Okay, it's still going. His coordinates are still going up. If you look in the bottom corner, they're now going to notation. Standard form. I wonder if we're going to experience any lag. It doesn't look like there is any. Yeah, it looks like this is working just fine. Let's just spam a bunch more zeros on it. I'm just getting bored but now, so I'm just going to play with this. Apparently this number's too large now. Meow. Damn, look at that coordinate going up. Not bad. I'd say the engine is handling that pretty well. I'm gonna do something very stupid now. I'm gonna do this. And that will be I, and that will be I. And then that will spawn in a ton of them. Or not, because of the arrows. So if I set the name to I. That's quite funny now, isn't it? That is a slight bit laggy. I'm not gonna lie. But that's impressive. That's very laggy. It's still going. Of course, it's got to finish the loops, hasn't it? That's not good, though, is it? That's a very big bit laggy. Ooh, I've crashed. That's not good at all. Hang on just a second. Alright, I'm going out for dinner, so I'm good going now. Goodbye.